life, they're going to build you up. And when you know your self-worth, it's easy for you to be able to know who's not for you, because you're not going to settle for anything less than what you are. So even if you are not happy with, say, if you feel like you're not smart enough, then you're going to figure out the areas that you're weak in, and you're going to, go to school for whatever you feel like that you're not smart at. You're going to learn more about it. You're going to work out if you feel like you don't like your body. You're going to do whatever you can to change that, to help bring up your confidence level, which then brings up your value. And that way you can learn how to attract a healthy relationship instead of a toxic one, because I'm not all of those words that this person called me. I am KeyLovesGod. Welcome back to my channel, where I help uplift, encourage, and inspire others on how to be the best versions of themselves. If you guys are new to my channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified every time I post another video. So what is up, KLG tribe? I am back with another video, and this video is going to be all about self-worth, knowing your value, knowing your worth, how it can affect every aspect of your life if you don't have it, from relationships to your career to family to friendships. Self-worth is extremely important, because if you don't know what you bring to the table, then you can wound up settling for whatever comes your way. And I'm going to start off by telling you guys my backstory a little bit. We're going to get a little personal, and I'm going to tell you guys my transition from not really having much self-worth to where I am today. I believe everyone starts off loving themselves and, finding value in themselves from when they were little, from their family. I know that our upbringing, our parents was always, very open and honest with us and teaching us how to love ourselves. And like, if they can't see how beautiful you are, and if they can't see you guys are smart and anybody will be blessed to be your friend, then kick them to the curb, make them kick rocks. They don't deserve to be in your life. And, I truly believe that. But once I got into school and I got out to having a job, people would make fun of me for, just me being skinny or having acne. And it started to really shape my confidence. And I really want to talk to you guys about self-esteem and, help you guys understand what self-esteem is, because that goes hand in hand with knowing your value and your worth, in my opinion. So self-esteem is the manifestation of how we see ourselves, but many outside influences shape it. It is time to take back control and realize your individual worth. And so basically, how people see you and how they view you does not have to be the same as how you see and view yourself. Some people can see you and view you as something totally different from what you may really be, and that goes in line with people's expectations of who you are. And so if you guys are anything like me, I always thought I was a very attractive girl. I didn't think I was the cutest, but I also didn't really think that I was ugly either. And then people really started making me feel bad about myself. And they were telling me different things that I started to believe, because I kept hearing it over and over and over again, especially from guys. So there was a time to where I would feel like I was basically not going to really get a really nice looking boyfriend, or I wasn't going to get somebody who was going to show me the love and affection that I deserved. So the first person, well, not really the first person, but whoever I felt attracted, I kind of just set my standard pretty low. Like, yeah, they're not all that cute, but they seem to like me, and, he dressed nice, so I guess I could show him some attention. And that's kind of how it went, pretty much. Like, I knew what I wanted in, like, a boyfriend, but I settled for the first thing that I felt like was attracted to me at that time, because I didn't feel worthy of having somebody who maybe was extremely intelligent and extremely educated and, wore super nice clothes. And I just didn't feel like I deserved that, because I didn't feel like that I met with that person where they are. I didn't feel like I was smart enough to date somebody like that, or I didn't feel like I was attractive enough, or, my self-esteem was just really, really low, and I didn't have much confidence in myself. So basically, I end up getting into a situation to where the relationship became pretty toxic. And he would call me different names, I would call him names, and it just brought out the worst in me because I was not raised to use the words that I was using. I was not raised to make other people feel bad. I really wanted everyone to feel good. And people who are empaths, and you guys know, we are really sensitive to other people's energies, and we really want to keep peace. We don't like to make people mad. We don't want to rock the boat. And that's how I pretty much was, because I didn't realize that, I didn't have a healthy identification of a relationship. I didn't know what it was to be healthy. And I would keep a lot of this stuff from my parents because I felt like that's just not something that I could talk about at that time. And I knew that this is kind of something I had to do on my own. So by the time we would argue, we would make up, break up, get back together, break up, get back together, break up. And I want you guys to know that when you don't know your self-worth, you will end up in relationships that are really toxic. You will put up with people who do not value you, or you may end up with friends who they say that they really like you and they love you as a friend and stuff like that, but in the blink of an eye they'll make fun of a joke that you may have, or I mean, not a joke, but they'll joke about a dream that you may have, or something, that a business opportunity that is amazing to you, but to them they're like, oh yeah, see how long you last there, you really gonna kill that one. And it's like, even though they're joking, they're literally telling you that they don't have that love for you. They don't really care for you. Because any healthy relationship, any healthy friendships are definitely going to be there to build you up. And they're going to see that you have everything to offer. Like, they're going to build you up. And when you know your self-worth, it's easy for you to be able to know who's not for you, because you're not going to settle for anything less than what you are. So even if you are not happy with, say, if you feel like you're not smart enough, then you're going to figure out the areas that you're weak in, and you're going to, go to school for whatever you feel like that you're not smart at. You're going to learn more about it. You're going to work out if you feel like you don't like your body. You're going to do whatever you can to change that, to help bring up your confidence level, which then brings up your value. And that way you can learn how to attract a healthy relationship instead of a toxic one, because I'm not all of those words that this person called me, because I was stuck in that for a long time. I started to believe that I was the things that, this person, that person had called me back in the day. And it took me a long time to finally realize that, wait a minute, I'm not this, I'm not that. You cheated on me for this person, and she has no standards. And I feel like a lot of women these days, they get into, and standards are basically deal breakers. So if you get into a relationship and you say, if you cheat on me, we're done, but then you get back with that person again, you're basically saying to that guy or to that female that, yeah, I'm insecure. Because you literally told them what your standard was. You cheat on me, I'm finished with you. But then you take them back, then that's basically saying that, hey, I'm going to continue to cheat on this girl because she's going to take me back again anyway. It's just going to get easier next time. Now I just know what to do to not get caught the next time, because you set that standard and you did not stick with it. And that's when women start lowering their standards, like, yeah, but it was only one time, or yeah, but he didn't sleep with her, he was just on the phone and he formed an emotional relationship with her. It's like, you guys have to understand, the more that you're in these toxic situations, the more that God is going to basically use these situations to where you can learn from them so that you do not do it again in the future. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. So my brain has so many different things I want to say. And I really hope that I'm not mumbling and jumbling all of this together. But I just really want you guys to understand that, like, it speaks of not only you not being confident in yourself, not feeling like you deserve love, not feeling like that you deserve whatever it may be, that position, maybe they're paying you less than what you said that you would go for, and now the next person is going to take advantage of you, and that next guy is going to cheat on you, and so on and so on. Or the next friendship, they're going to lie to you because you dealt with that before and you didn't learn your lesson from the first time. There's a blessing in every lesson. So some people are meant to stay in our lives for a season, but then we end up trying to marry that person. And sometimes we end up having children with these people. And then we wonder why this person is such a pain and are shut your mouths. But it's because God never asked you to stay in that situation. He was trying to teach you a lesson that you did not learn. And instead, you went and you collided with that thing. And all of these things can boil back down to your self-worth and your self-value and your self-esteem, which goes back to our feelings of inadequacy, our feelings that we're not enough, and feeling like we are falling short in life. And success and failure is based off of two different things. Either you're going to have faith or you're going to have fear, and you're going to love yourself or you're going to hate yourself. And that's why I want you guys to learn from the things that I did not learn from early on, or I wish somebody else would have told me. And that is just simply to love yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, write it down. Like once a day, if you look in the mirror and find something that you love about yourself before you find a flaw. Like, I really like my nose, or girl, you got the best looking skin. Like, okay, you popping today. All right, girl, you better do it. Whatever it may be, find something every single day, something new every day about yourself, and keep talking about it, and keep talking out loud to yourself, and write it down if you have to, and then you can go back and read the things that you love about yourself, or write down some goals that you want to achieve and check off a checklist every time you achieve those goals, because what that's going to do is build your self-esteem. When you're going into a room and you're sitting there with your shoulders slouched, you're telling people that you're not confident and you're not open. But when you're sitting back and you got your head held high, people can look at you as being approachable, and people take notice of that. But all of these things shape our self-worth. People know to come to you correct because they're like, yeah, Kiana, she's not going to play that. Like, I remember I used to have friends who would try to come up to me and be like, what's up, B-I-T-C-H? Like, girl, da-da-da-da. Or dudes would come up to me and be like, what's up, N-I-G-G-A? And I would be like, don't call me that. Like, I'm not either one of those things. If you're going to be a friend of mine, you're not going to call me those things. And I know what I am, and I'm not that. And I set that standard very early on because I know my worth. I know that I am a child of God. I am a child of the Most High God. I am of royalty. You know, I am anything but those things. People, when they would talk to me now, they would come to me and they would approach me with respect because you teach people how to treat you. So if you're continuously putting up with crap, you continuously letting people walk all over you, and you're not setting standards, and or say you are setting those standards and people are falling below those standards, that's a big indicator that you are in an unhealthy situation, and that you either need to find new friends, you need a new man, you need to get out of that toxic situation, and you need to learn from those situations so that you will not be dealing with that the next go round. So you can automatically know, like, yeah, I know your type. I'm not dealing with you. I've been around the block before and I ain't got time for that. Or I know what type of person she is. I'm not about to be dealing with her. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be judging these people, but you start to identify these people after you've been through those mistakes before. So there was really something in my spirit that really wanted me to make this video, and I just wanted you guys to know, in honor of our 5-year anniversary, me and my husband are going to be married for 5 years, July 11th. I really wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about your self-worth and a little bit more about relationships this week, because you can learn how to attract the love of your life by knowing your worth. Because soon as you start to realize who you are, you start walking in confidence, you start making plans in life, you're meeting goals, you're going somewhere in life, then you start to attract other people around you like that. You start having more friends who are around you, who uplift you and who motivate you. You start running into people who have the same mind as you, and you basically don't settle for anything less. And then that's the person who they attract you. Like, I feel like I attracted my husband to me. Once we sat down and we talked, we realized we were literally like going through the same situation. It was so bizarre, but that just goes to show you how God works, and how, you know, one, the law of karma is real, and two, your self-worth and your self-esteem and your self-confidence and standards, all of those things kind of go hand in hand, and they're all super important in order to achieve a healthier life and to walk in the life that God designed for us to walk in. He did not call us to settle. He wants us to walk in excellence and to strive in that excellence. And anything other than that is not for you. It shaped me to the person who I am today. I'm very happily married, super blessed and grateful to be where I am. A lot of people don't even make it past their first year in marriage. And in our first year, we went through the devastation of the loss of our daughter at 4 months, and just moving in together for the first time and being married. So all of that in 1 year, that is a lot, but we made it through that. And I like to give all the praise and glory and honor to God, and I'm so happy that we're about to make it to 5 years coming up. And I just wanted to share little tips to help you guys to get to where I am if you're not already. So if you guys made it this far, go ahead and put some prayer hands, worship hands in the comment section. I love you guys so much. Remember your worth. Know who you are. And if anybody tries to tell you different than that, you're beautiful, that you're excellent, that you're smart, that you've got your whole life ahead of you, that you're about to be a way maker, that you're going to be all of these wonderful things in life, that you're going to be able to achieve your biggest and widest dreams, that you're going to be the next leader, you're going to be the next politician, you're going to be the next excellent teacher, whatever it may be. If they're not telling you anything other than pouring life into you, get rid of them. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you so much. Mwah.